Let's talk about Rio. And Akram, of course, will be down there swimming the 400 freestyle, and obviously his top event down there, the 1500 freestyle. It's huge for any team, any collegiate sport to put somebody on the Olympic stage, especially somebody like Akram, who should be competitive down there and can definitely go down there and certainly make a second swim. You got to be super proud of him.
Yeah, I mean, I rewind about a year ago, we were sitting here. I was actually in San Antonio at U.S. Nationals, and we were watching, me and one of the Michigan coaches were watching the 1500 at World Championships in Kazan, Russia, on a computer on the pool deck, watching Connor Yeager from the U.S. and watching Akaram race each other. And I think that one race in itself changed our expectation going into this year. He finished 4th in the mile at World Championships, among the best competition on the planet. These are the same guys he's going to be facing up against here in a couple of weeks. And so the expectation did change. Initially, when Akaram got here, our goal for 2016 was just to try to get it in the top 8, to try to get a championship final swim. It should be a huge accomplishment that some people swim their whole career to try to achieve. I think that changed a little bit. When he got 4th at World Championships, when he got 2nd in NCAAs, it definitely changes our focus and how we're approaching the Olympics this year. And I think if Akaram swims the way he's capable of racing, I think he can go 14:42, 14:43. That's going to push a top 3 spot. Anything under 14:45 is going to compete for a medal. And that's definitely a higher level than what we thought we would be looking at in 2016. The goal all along is to win a gold medal in 2020. That's where we have, when he set foot on this campus, that was a goal we established for him. That did not include any medal in Rio. We just wanted to put up a good performance and get him Olympic experience. Watching it now, I don't know. I'm not going to count him out of anything. I'm not sure I've ever seen anyone be able to do the things in training that he can do. Physically, he's unlike anybody I've ever seen. He's not overpoweringly strong. He can just go forever and not get tired. He's having some great training right now. He's down in Rio right now with the Egyptian Olympic team, training with the national team coach Sharif Habib. They're checking in with me all the time, and Akaram is still checking in with me all the time. And so I'm comfortable knowing that he's ready to go. His coach down there now says he's in a better place than he's ever seen him before, which that's a pretty big deal. That's a good feeling from our end. So I don't know. I don't want to sit here and go he's a lock, because there's no such thing as a lock at the Olympics. But I do believe that he is one of the guys, when you start talking about a top 3 finish, you got to put his name in the hat.
How much coaching do you have at this point? Because I know you said he's down in Rio, and I know Sharif is one of your good friends, and you guys check in a lot. You obviously don't get to watch a lot of his training sessions. How much can you really impart on him from Colombia to make sure that he's swimming it as well as he possibly can?
What we try to do, Mark Bernardino and myself try to report in frequently what we're doing here with Akaram to Sharif and the national team coaches in Egypt. Once we make that transfer and Akaram goes to work with them, really our biggest job is to kind of step back, because we're not there. We can't see him on a daily basis. We can't control how he's feeling, things like that. That's Sharif's job. We have to be very clear in what he's done here leading up to this point. And Sharif is a very, very good coach and can carry this forward, and he can pick it up, and he knows how to taper Akaram as well as anyone. He knows how to make him sharp at the very end of a training phase as well as anybody does. So at this point now, what's happening is Sharif is contacting us, and he's keeping us up to speed on what Akaram's doing. And Akaram's texting me every other day, telling me how his sets were and how fast he's going in practice and what his heart rates were and things like that. So I have a general idea of how he's feeling, and I think he's in a very good place. And the input that I'm getting from Sharif is that he's faster than he's ever seen Akaram be, and that's good. So right now we're just standing back and kind of riding the wave on into Rio. We feel like our work is done, and where they need input from us, we provide it. They still ask, certain weeks how much volume we did, so they can adjust what they're doing right now. But outside of that, this is their national team's game. It's time for them to kind of step up to the plate and coach them on into the Olympics.